impressed me.
Okay.
When we come back, Mel Gibson is a Scots freedom fighter in Braveheart.
If we win, we'll have what none of us have ever had before. A country of our own.
You've come to fight as free men. And free men you are. What will you do without freedom?
Mel Gibson plays William Wallace, a 13th century Scotsman who led his countrymen against the English in Braveheart, a new epic filled with blood, thunder, romance, and history. It's a mixture of A Little Merchant in Ivory and a lot of Mad Max and a rousing adventure story that's especially good during the bloody battle scenes. Not much is known about the real William Wallace, but Gibson's fictional version is a fierce nationalist who defeats the English and then defies them.
Here are Scotland's terms. Lower your flags and march straight back to England, stopping at every home you pass by to beg forgiveness for 100 years of theft, rape, and murder. Do that, and your men shall live. Do it not, and every one of you will die today.
Between his campaigns, Wallace finds time for romance. His first love is his childhood sweetheart, played here by Catherine McCormack.
I love you. Always have. I want to marry you.
And later, he finds an unlikely ally in the French-born Princess of Wales, who betrays her English husband and father-in-law to inform Wallace of England's plans. She's played by Sophie Marceau.
This is the second time you've warned me of danger. Why?
There will be a new shipment of supplies coming north next month. Foods and weapons, they will...
No, sir. Why do you help me? Why do you help me?
Because of the way you are looking at me now.
Braveheart is the second movie this season about warrior Scotsmen. The first was Rob Roy. I liked them both for different reasons. Rob Roy was more cerebral and down to earth, showing the brutish living conditions of the time and making us feel how exhausting a sword fight really is. Braveheart is more in the tradition of great Hollywood action epics and swashbucklers with thousands of thundering hooves, rivers of blood, and a charismatic hero. It's a very ambitious film and a good one. Mel Gibson, who not only stars but directs, has a sure hand for adventure.
I liked it too, Roger. I think that this film is also pretty gritty, actually, and what I liked about it is that he showed how dirty and how brutal life was in the 13th century. I don't think this is that romanticized medieval time period that you might be referring to with other epics. I thought that was, in fact, I thought it was kind of bold. This guy, Mel Gibson, obviously a mainstream hero, he could have made a real mainstream picture, and maybe and obviously the great sword fight, I mean the great horse fights are in that tradition. But I thought that this is a pretty rough film. It's very intense, and I thought it was pretty bold of him to do it that way.
Yeah, and the art direction is good, too. Those kind of crude wooden forts and so forth that they have up there on the further borders of the English Empire.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
He's breaking a little ground there, I think. When we come back,